Okay, so now we're going to deploy our project to the web, and there's so many options when it comes to deployment. When you have a simple front-end application like this, you can host it at a bunch of places for free. And I think Netlify is one of the best, not even just for free hosting, but for hosting in general. And they're not sponsoring this course. No company is sponsoring this course. Nobody paid me to say anything. Netlify is a service that I've been using for many, many years. And I love and I recommend all the time. So deploying to Netlify is simple, especially with what we're doing, just a simple HTML, CSS, JavaScript application. We basically just have to upload it to GitHub, which I already have right here, and then we can pretty much just select it and just automatically deploy it. And then anytime you push to your main branch, it'll automatically update on your Netlify website. All right, so you just need to log in with either GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. You can also log in with your email. So I'm going to choose GitHub. And I have a couple different Netlify accounts as well. Now, for what we're doing here, we want to just create a new site. So let's say add new site. And there's a few ways we can do this. We're going to choose to import an existing project. And then this project could be on any of these services. Of course, we're going to choose GitHub. It's going to authorize, and then it's going to basically show us, it's going to show you all of your repos. So we're just going to search for, what did I call it? Shopping list. So I'll just search for shopping. Okay, so it looks like I have a couple different things here. This is the one I want, and it can be private or public. So I'm going to choose shopping list. The branch, now you might make it so that you have a separate branch for deployment. So you might want to create one called deploy. In this case, we're just using the main branch, which is our one and only branch. And then we don't need to really worry about any of these settings because this is such a simple site, simple structure. So we just click on deploy site and it's deploying. Okay, and it should be done. So up here, this is going to be our domain name. Now, of course, you can add your own custom domain, but they do give you this free domain name. So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and there we go. There's our shopping list. So you just want to test it out. So we'll go ahead and add juice. We'll add milk. We'll add eggs, and let's reload. So it's still getting saved in our browser in local storage. Even though we're hosting our application on a separate server, when you use local storage, that works with the client, and the browser is the client. So that's where it's getting stored. It works the same exact way as it was when we were on our local host. So let's just test by filtering. So that works. Let's test updating. So I'll select milk. I'll make it an uppercase M and click update. So there we go. I'll delete one of these. Okay, that works. I reload. It's still deleted. I'll clear all. Still cleared. Good. So that's it. Our application is deployed. That's how simple it is. And it's set up so that if you deploy to your main branch, it's automatically going to update. Now, if you want, you can keep on going and you can put your own domain in here, but of course you need to buy your domain from some domain registrar. I recommend Namecheap, but again, you can use whatever you want, GoDaddy or whatever. You do just have to go into the domain registrar, into the settings, and point it to your site that's hosted on Netlify. Okay, and then there's all kinds of other things. When you get into like serverless functions, there's some really cool stuff you can do, but I would definitely suggest learning all the fundamentals of JavaScript and building out some regular vanilla JavaScript projects before getting into any of that stuff. There's also form submission. Okay, if you want to submit forms and save data, you can do that through here. What else? All kinds of testing and analytics. So yeah, and actually analytics does cost $9 a month, but they have a very generous free tier. You can have a lot of users come to your site and so on. So again, just a service that is one of my favorites. I will show you some other hosting services as well as we go through the course, but that's it. Now we have a deployed application.